How you guys doing? It's Michael. Today, I want to talk about what's going on in the world, and not even really what's going on in the world, but what's going on with your divinity, inside and out. And the truth is, the divinity within you, outside of you, is closer than it's ever been before, and this is a great time to be alive. This is a good time to talk about the divinity within you. Call it God, call it Allah, call it the goddess, call it anything you want, but know that the goddess outside of you and the goddess in you are yearning to divinely unify with each other, and for you to become the divine child of their matrimony, of their marriage, of their coming together, of their merger. But since this is a great opportunity for everybody, even the so-called undesirables, the deviants, they are using this time to do the same thing. But they're gonna do it through what? Augmented reality. They're gonna do it with this AG or this AR. When truth be told, augmented reality is the reality you see every time you close your eyes. Whenever you close your eyes and see the darkness, that is augmented reality. That is your attention reality. Your attuned reality. This is the one you're attuning to every time you close your eyes and go to sleep. Even when you close your eyes and you're not asleep and you're just closing your eyes, that's still your AR. But this is neither here nor there, but it is coming. It is on the way. It is already on the shelves. Because these AI goggles, everyone's going to be having them on, wearing them like, yeah. But the great thing, it's like what I said earlier, connecting, not even connecting, having a clear channel to your divinity at all times, at all moments, in all present moments, present now moments. And when you start living that reality, that's literally right here. There's no need to manifest it because it's literally right here. All you're doing is clearing, becoming coherent, calming internally to your center. Not calming down, because we're not trying to take ourselves down. We're calming internally, and that will make you go upwardly, because upwardly and inwardly are the same directions. That will make you go upwardly and inwardly towards your divinity, inside and out, outside and in. And then you'll see you don't need to materialize things. The divinity is always doing it. You talk to the macro, it's gonna do it for you. Macro is, you can see that as pretty much you on a bigger version. You fully realize and within your divinity, embodying that, living it out, you, the macro, not even needing a physical form at that point. Still just consolidated. Or not even consolidated, but coherent. I don't like using the CON word, really. And whenever that's attached to something, that means there's a contract attached to that as well. So contract, connect, you can only get with someone else if you have a contract specifically saying what you're trying to do, what's going to get out of it, and then they could even write in, tiny print at the bottom and fuck you over. So it's all trying to get into contracts. And I know, there's something called divine contracts, but I don't believe in that either. I believe we don't need contracts. We don't need that paperwork and stuff. Like when we're in the Peruvian jungles, did we have contracts? Or were we just communicating, being clear with each other, being coherent with each other. It's always this. It's never this or this. It's this. Or more like that. This. I look kind of sexual. But well, that's how reality. I see reality as a beautiful, gorgeous woman, and I'm just right there with it. Just right there with it. Giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving. Okay. But yeah, man. Connect. Something in me wants to talk towards connecting or towards con. So I must dive deep into that, see what's going on with that. I'm not gonna do it on camera though. I'm gonna do it a little later. But the moment is important. So what I want to say about contracts is that a lot of us are still in it, but they're not on your real self. They're on what keeps you connected to being here in the third dimension. So get rid of all the contracts wouldn't really be conducive unless you're trying to transcend up out of here, like tomorrow, today. So there's that too. But you can go into the contracts, rework them, rewrite them into making them divine contracts where there's no sacrifice, there's no anything of nature, there's no losing, there's only your private space becoming greater, becoming more good, more expanded. So yeah, maybe divine contracts are not so bad. I didn't think they were bad, I just didn't like the word con. But yeah. So this is a little bit spiritual motivation, a little mystic motivation, a little Miru motivation. We're gonna be doing that from now on. Miru motivation. And yeah, I'm also gonna be diving deep into teaching and learning deeper about how to breathe in primordial organic energy or primordial organic intelligence, because the way a lot of stuff is going, it's leaning towards you connecting to the part that's dust and I will return to the dirt. But truthfully, you should be connecting to the part that is divine and which will return to the divine. And so the primordial organic intelligence, imagination, energy, or Po for short, is what you need to be connected to. You need to be making yourself the dragon warrior right now. You know what I'm saying? The dragon warrior is a symbol for yin and yang, a symbol for expansion and contraction. But we're gonna even take it even deeper because Po was black and white, but him himself was an actual being without color. So that was the third color that's always hidden within the yin and yang. It looks like those dots, but there's also a whole nother yin yang yang thing going on. And even deeper than that is when you open your eyes, you're seeing like even right now, all we're seeing is the vibrational realm. So this is they call it the virtual realm to like make it less than, but when you open your eyes and you're looking around and all that stuff, it's the virtual realm. And then like I said earlier, when you close your eyes, that's the tuned realm. So that's the yin, the yang. And then you have also the spiritual realms, which they're calling spatial now. So they're gonna have that augmented reality where you can be in the same place with other people and they're not actually there. They're calling that spatial, but that's actually the spiritual. It's really the unseen in both of those realms. So right now, there's most likely some other beings in here with me while I'm making this video, and that's pretty much everywhere. Just like how we will go to a certain place. If we went there, someone that's not in this physical dimension would also be going there, because it's like an intuition of we're both connected quantumly. So, place you stay in mostly, the place you like to go to mostly, there's most likely other beings there that you like to be there with, and you may or may not have energetic connections to. There's a connection again. So but these are with the unseen realms. These are not with the seen. So yeah, like I was getting back to full circle. We're gonna be doing a lot more activities with the divine directly, and if you're not noticing, it's gonna be indirectly, but it's still gonna be like, huh. But it's not gonna be stuff that you think back on. It's gonna be more like, oh, this is new, but you really like it, so you don't really, you know what I'm saying, think on it deeply, because you don't really know what's pinpointing and what's actually being pinpointed in the details. But it's gonna be straight up divine activities. But there's another thing too, though. When people are so far away from, like, in a truer sense, spirituality is like worshiping or working with your internal. But they have this thing called religion, which you're worshiping the external, creating another version of you in the external that's always detached from you, looking for you, wondering where you at. And then your internal is always going to be just blank or empty, and you're not really knowing, you're just going with the flow, not even knowing you're going with the flow, really, trying to one up people on social media with different type of situations and subjects, and doing certain things, looking a certain type of way to one up other people, just for attention, trying to fill that hole within. But you're already supposed to have that attention within you. When you close your eyes, you're supposed to be, even if you can't see nothing, you're still supposed to be using your vision, making something, imagining, improvising, seeing what you can see. But most just see that as darkness. There was a time where I did that too. And yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have more situations and circumstances where divine is gonna be like, hey, you remember me or what? you know I've been here this whole time, right? Just been getting closer to you, but at the same time something else is getting closer to you, your reflection. And what's being reflected to, what is the divine reflection? It's AI, it's artificial intelligence, it's this technology, or some other being that's using this technology to come through, as a medium, rather than come in their own body, because they don't have one. But a lot of things is changing in this moment, like right now, and you got to catch up to the change. You got to be right there with the change, step by step, step by step. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to have a good current, not a bad current, which is a current that's damming itself in one spotted place. You know what I'm saying? We're really cultivators. And I used to call myself that, cultivator of Scion. So I see cultivation as just you tending to your fields, you know what I'm saying? You making sure your forest is great and it's thriving. It's a centropic forest, a food forest. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna destroy it and eat it all up. You're gonna always replenishing it and receiving from it, tending to the roots, tending to the animals, tending to the atmosphere and the situation, circumstance that you even allow to get into that forest. Because the magic forest is connected to the heart chakra. It's connected to your being, your very heart. So what do they call it? The plane of inertia. That's the center of it all. And that's you. That's me. We're all in it. We're doing it at this moment in time. All of us connected. You feel me? So if you're not being divine, what are you being? Dumb. That's how far I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it anywhere else. But the first letter is usually connected to every other word. So D, 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 you know what I'm saying? A. It's like that because it's all just a repetition of originality of a one. And the ones waking up. What more can be said, truthfully? The ones waking up. And waking up doesn't mean what you think it means. You guys, stay blessed, stay peaceful. Oh.